Subscribe if you're in the market for kill counts and new Freddy theories, or Freddy will give you a bunch of heroin. Alright, so Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Like, it broke a couple of rules already. Like, what the fuck? Freddy could be a skeleton at any time? Like, just because his dead body, he could jump into a skeleton form? I think the last movie, you were like, oh, he was at the pool party because, he's possessing Jesse and everything. But right in the next movie, he's like, no, dude, as long as he's a skeleton, he could just jump into the real world and kill anybody he wants to. And also, they introduced these dream powers, like people can have dream powers. But it was a bit bullshit. Like, Freddy just pretended, like, hey man, it's cool you're a wizard, but I'm gonna fucking kill you. Alright, we're gonna cover this and more. Kill count theories coming at you. Hey, I'm Brian Slasher Suits. What's going on, dudes? See, the part where Freddy is a bag of bones, like, how'd you get so strong, Freddy? It's not like you have any muscle tone at all. You ain't got no muscles. You're just a skeleton. But you're able to throw John Saxon like 30 feet. This is the best Nightmare on Elm Street sequel, without question. I love Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Well, they brought back Nancy. That was so cool. So she didn't die at the end of one. And Freddy did stuff like, oh, you were on drugs? Now you can have all the drugs you can handle, right? I bet she died of an overdose when I guess she woke up. But here's the big theory. Was Dream Warrior powered bullshit? Because it seems like the Wizard King or Wizard Master, that shit did not work on Freddy. Like, he was just playing along like, oh, you got me. I think it was a thing that just, well, it gave you hope so you would go to sleep. But he's like, alright, oh, you're a punk rocker? Oh, that's cool. We'll take this whole 8-ball of heroin right to the dome, right? And overdose and kill you. See, the kids without any dream powers died first. Like, the first guy to die was actually like, well, my dream power wasn't even a dream power. I'm just super into puppets. Well, Freddy was like, well, if you're into something, I'm going to use it against you. You're into puppets, I'm going to get your veins out and make you a human life-size puppet. And this guy also sleepwalked, so it explained him walking out of the room. And Kincaid, you're a shitty spotter, dude. You're supposed to spot a dude to make sure they don't get into Freddy Krueger dreams. I was always confused on this kill. Like, what did the authorities think happened? Did they think it was a sleepwalking incident? Or they believed that he escaped and committed suicide? Because they sort of explain both. Like, oh, I guess he sleptwalked all the way up there and fell off. But then that doesn't explain, like, well, you could sleepwalk all you want. I don't know how you sleepwalk through locked doors. So I think they tried to explain it like he did escape to kill himself.
Welcome to prime time, bitch!
Very cool line. I heard from the documentary that was an improv line too, like that wasn't written in the script. Very cool of Robert Englund. And you don't count Zsa Zsa Gabor as being killed because that's more of like a projection. She did die. And so I guess Freddy uses what you love against you. You love TV, you want to be on TV, but she's like, well, I want to be on TV, not inside a TV. And she died sort of like Stu. Boom! Head first, right into a TV. And I'm always worried and curious about this kill because you're like, well, how the hell do they explain this kill, man? Like, did she run and headbutt the TV and break it like that? Like, you guys might not know, but if you grew up in the 80s or early 90s, you know those TVs were heavy as shit. You could not even break them with a baseball bat. So how the hell does she run and jump and head first right inside a TV? You tell me that. I love this kill because first of all, she's really hot as a punk rocker. I love punk rock, that's my jam. And it's actually, Freddy did cover his tracks with this one. Not everybody commits suicide. I guess she died of an overdose. And making fun of a guy in a wheelchair. Man, Freddy, you are fucked up. And was Freddy the one to put him inside the wheelchair? Or this kid, like, jumped and was suicidal to begin with? That's like easy pickings for Freddy Krueger. I love Freddy's face right there. He's supposed to be shook, like, what? Oh no, dream powers, what's this about? But it's bullshit because he immediately kills him.
Sorry, kid. I don't believe in fairy tales.
See, so dream powers were bullshit. You couldn't really hurt Freddy. You could probably just slow him down. I think if you're in numbers, that's what really scares Freddy. And being buried alive because he came to life as a skeleton once he knew that they were messing with his dead body. You see, if I had to face any Freddy Krueger, I'm facing skeleton Freddy Krueger. Man, I will leg check one of his legs and snap his arm off, dude. He's just a skeleton. Killed Nancy's dad too, so yeah, Freddy, why don't you take revenge on actually the people who killed you instead of messing with the kids? I wonder if he killed like more parents. Why did he only just stick to killing Nancy's parents? And why don't you use the skeleton more often, right? I guess you can only be in the real world for a little bit. Maybe if there wasn't other dreams going on, he could have like a skeleton during the whole nights or a skeleton real world day pass. And Nancy, you should have known better, dude. Like, oh, your dad has dream powers too? All of a sudden he died? You didn't know he died. You were in the dream the whole time. Don't be so gullible, Nancy. You know his tricks. This is your second movie with him. And this is pretty cool that the final girl sort of like aided in Freddy Krueger's death, so it was like a heroic death for Nancy. Perfect death for Nancy. Even though I would like to see her in more movies. And this is the go-to for all my fiends, right? If you ever have a ghost or anything you're really dealing with, I'm going to defaultly use holy water. See, holy water works on everything. Vampires, werewolves, Freddy Krueger, you can use that shit on everything. And Freddy's death doesn't count because we know he comes back in the next movie. In fact, holy water killed him, but dog piss sort of brings him back to life. A dog with a UTI or a dog with gonorrhea is actually the thing that brings him back to life. But it's pretty cool that it's like he comes back from the ground that they buried him.
I won't let you. I'm gonna dream you into a beautiful dream. Forever and ever.
Yeah, Kristen, what the hell? Dream up a doctor. Bring a doctor into this dream and help me, dude, right? Does she got those sort of dream powers? Like, you could bring in anybody. You could bring in Iron Man or Batman if you want to. Alright, so that's a total kills of 6, and what do we learn? We learned that dream powers are bullshit because Freddy could just say, hey, I don't believe in it, gah! And he could become a skeleton some of the time, so if he's his dead body, he could become a skeleton. Alright, so like, follow, subscribe, thanks for watching, and catch you dudes later. Later, dudes.